All right, the Chargers are 4-3, and they have officially outsmarted the rest of the NFL, especially now that you've got you're 8 weeks in and you get to see the other teams in the National Football League. And there's some bad football teams, and these guys are not even on like year one of rebuild mode like the Chargers are. So they've officially outsmarted everybody. And let's take a look at it. So first thing is, this team is 4-3 in year one of it. The Detroit Lions, by the way, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel is all about the Chargers. They were that first year with Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes. You see how well it's going now. They're absolutely steamrolling every opponent. It's crazy. They were 0-10 to start that first year. So in your first year with Jim Harbaugh, Joe Ortiz, you're already 4-3. So not only are you rebuilding and going to eventually get, hopefully, to where the Lions are, you're winning in the process. Like, that is so awesome. And so here shows kind of what is so good. I'm going to get to 2 points on how you've outsmarted everybody. First of all, next year, you've really got set up where you've got a ton of picks and you've got $77 million in free cap space. Remember, this year, you managed that really well. You didn't have a lot of options, and so you trade Keenan Allen. That was tough, but you look at it now, it's like, yeah, that kind of made sense. He's just older. He doesn't look like the same player that he once was because why? He's older. So you let him go. Mike Williams, same thing. I mean, nothing's happening there. And we'll get to that, what you did instead with Ladd McConkey. But you just played it safe, played it smart, and now you've got a ton of cap space. Next year, huge. Big names like Khalil Mack will be a free agent. Joey Bosa's probably gone. But you've got options now going into future years. So you're winning now, future years coming up. Here's what you did that was just so smart, and it really showed like, okay, these guys get it. These guys really get it. And that is when you drafted Ladd McConkey. Everybody wanted the big name. The big names at the time were Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors at the top of the draft. You say, no, we're not going to do that. Instead, we get an absolute star in Joe Thomas. Again, the Detroit Lions model. The Lions took Penei Sewell, and then they took Amon-Ra St. Brown. Penei Sewell is a complete difference maker at an offensive lineman. You know Jim Harbaugh wants to use it. So you get two players for the price of one, because you could have taken Marvin Harrison, Malik Neighbors, but you wait. Instead, you trade up for Ladd McConkey, and there he is getting 8.5 yards per target. Receiving yards are up there. I mean, he's right in there with Marvin Harrison, Rome Odunze, Malik Neighbors, right? All these big names. And you get this Ladd McConkey guy and Joe Thomas on top of it. So that's huge, because you look around the NFL right now and you've got the Panthers, the Jets, the Titans, the Saints. There's bad teams out there, really bad. You got the Giants, no future. You've got, the Jets, for example. They're trying to go, hey, let's go get splash quarterback, build around that. It's not working. He's too old. It's not working. Panthers, they just can't get it figured out. Titans are in the, Titans, they're kind of where the Chargers are, trying to rebuild this thing, but they're losing in the process. That's hard. That's brutal. You've got an opportunity right out of the gates to make something really good happen. So if we look at it and you look at the playoff picture as it stands right now, the Chargers are in the playoffs if they started today, and it shows right here. Now this is a eye chart. Let me see if I can blow it up just a little bit. You can see kind of an eye chart, but they're in the playoffs if they started today. And who would the Chargers play most likely? Bills, Texans, Steelers, most likely one of those teams. Ravens not even there. Chiefs, those guys will probably be up there. So my point is you're in the playoff hunt halfway through the season, right? Because it does. It takes halfway through the season. Bill Cowher was just saying this is kind of when you really find out. Everybody's kind of win, lose in September and October. Catch a good game here, good weather in this game here. But now we really find out, and we keep harping on the fact that, A, you're in the playoff hunt. Future looks bright. Big name free agents that you have are going to come off the books. You can possibly re-sign them, possibly not. You're winning as you go into a 4-game stretch here that's very manageable. Browns, Titans, like it's just Oh my gosh. So are you going to win every single one of those? No, but if you win a couple of them, you come out of this thing as you hit the back half of your schedule, which is difficult. But if you hit that with any sort of momentum, it's absolutely huge. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, if you're new to the channel, we talk only Chargers on this channel, but we're Detroit Lions fans, and we started because Jim Harbaugh was coming here. We're Michigan fans, but then what we loved is there's so much similarities between what the Lions did and the way the Chargers are doing it. So you should be very happy about that. The Lions have more touchdowns than incompletions in the last 4 games. They've scored more touchdowns in the last 4 games than 14 NFL teams have the entire year. I know this isn't a Lions channel. You're doing things correctly. The Giants are not doing things correctly. They don't have a quarterback, and they draft Malik Neighbors early. They can't protect and don't have an offensive line. The Lions, what do? They don't have any receivers. This is a really key point. Back when Penei Sewell was drafted, they had no receivers. It was way worse than what you have. I can't even think of their God, Brashad Perriman was going to be number 1. And it was your old receiver from the Chargers that they gosh, I can't think of his name. If you know this, 2020, 2021 trivia, I can picture him. He was a Chargers guy that was pretty decent like in 2015. And so he was like 28, 29 years old. The Lions pick him up. It was Brashad Perriman and one other guy from the Chargers was our 2 main guys. And anyway, we draft Penei Sewell. Absolute star, and he has been that for us this whole time. And then we get Amon-Ra St. Brown. Then we build off that. So you're going to draft Joey Bosa's replacement. This upcoming draft. Like, it's crazy. So, your draft, I mean, it's just, what I'm getting at. If you're a Chargers fan, it's pretty obvious now. If you're following football and you're really paying attention, there are franchises that are well run and or have a really good quarterback. There are franchises that are not well run, don't have a quarterback, and or don't have a quarterback, and it's just like, my gosh, there's 10 of them. There's 10 bad teams in the league. You are not one of those teams. And not only are you not bad now, but the arrow is only pointing up. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I think it's just great to see where the Chargers are headed. The future's bright, 4-3, manageable schedule. You have the coach and you have the quarterback. What else can you ask for? So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.